With spring soon being out the way, you try to get ready for this hot summer. Whether you and the guys plan something or maybe you plan on taking a trip, it doesn't matter. You need to smell the best and different from everyone else. And on top of that, you want to fit that summer vibe. I have for you 10 summer fragrances every man gotta own. I've got some great options on here, but stay tuned to the end to see which one is the best. With this first one, a lot of other fragrances cannot outdo it, I can't lie. That fragrance is Dolce Melodia's Sero. My first time ever seeing this fragrance, I'm pretty sure it was in the mall. The first thing I noticed with this fragrance before I even got to smell the scent was just the fuzziness of the bottle. I don't know, it just feels really good. You know, I was thinking to myself, like, as smooth as the bottle feels, I wonder if the scent is the same way. Obviously before I've smelled great fragrances, but nothing like this. This felt like it was heaven scent. Although the aroma was heavenly, the price felt like it came from hell. From beginning to end, the scent is this citrusy, creamy, smooth, soft aroma. The only slight change that I could see in this fragrance is really late into the day, which is like the projection of it, like it becomes a little bit more subtle. Besides that, people are going to smell you when you first put this on, I can guarantee it. Not only that, but it also has longevity. It'll last you 6 hours minimum. With the intensity of this fragrance, I can only recommend no more than 6 sprays. You can wear this casually, but I'm gonna warn you, you can get very tired of this scent eventually. That's why I decided to not wear it casually and start wearing it on occasions. But do you, bruh, wear it however you like. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bruh, Sospiro is a heavy hitter. These other fragrances might not be able to compete, but we gonna see. Next fragrance coming up is one that I didn't talk about last year. That fragrance is Versace's Aeros Energy. I wasn't a big fan of Versace's Flame, and I thought the next one that was coming out was gonna be doggish. But after finally giving it a try, it actually is a really great summer scent. It's citrusy, fruity, vibrant, and a little bit spicy at the end of the scent. I'm not gonna make any more assumptions on fragrances because I was very blown away by the projection on this. It was so intense. Even though I didn't like Aeros Flame, I do appreciate them trying to take a step into a different direction than what they were going beforehand. I loved the original Aeros EDT and EDP, but man, I swear to God, I was smelling it too much, bro. Unlike the last fragrance, you won't have to sell off plasma in order to afford this. It's $115. With this, you'll be able to stand out from your bros who probably wear Dior Sauvage as the common JPGs and be the center of attention. This is nowhere near Sospiro. I told you, bro, it's gonna be hard to take that fragrance's spot. The next one coming up, the fragrance line has a very special place in my heart. One of the first of its line, Burberry Hero EDT. My love for the Hero line started at the Parfum. When you think of a woody scent, you don't think about summer, you think of more like winter or autumn or fall. But with this, it's different. The scent is obviously woody, but it's vibrant and invigorating. I used to wear this casually, but I will let you know, just like any other fragrance, it can get tiring. The projection was pretty average and the longevity would last you no more than 4 hours. When it dries down, the vibrancy is kind of toned down a bit for the woodiness to pop out more. If you don't want to worry about respraying or anything like that, please don't depend on this fragrance to last you the whole day. It won't. Instead, just spray it before you go somewhere. Now, the scent by itself is really good, but since we're comparing it to Sospiro, no. With this next one, I'm high-key worried for Sospiro. Because even though I called Sospiro heavenly or godly, whatever I said, this next one, oh my God, it's on par, if not better. That fragrance is Louis Vuitton's Imagination. I'm saying it now, they're both quality scents, but Sospiro is not going toe-to-toe with Imagination. Not gonna lie to you, bro, Imagination takes Sospiro's spot effortlessly. This is again another expensive fragrance, but is really, really worth it. This would cost you $345. I know I said Sospiro might be on par with it, but no, it's just so much better. I'm sorry. I know it may seem like I'm glazing, but the projection, flawless. The only downside to this scent is that the fragrance lasts up to 2 to 4 hours, bruh. I do wear this fragrance when I be OSCS. On some cool shit, feel me? If you ever get the chance to smell this, let me know if I'm wrong. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I believe Jesus Christ himself would smell like this. Wear this and be on some cool shit and watch how the compliments flood through. But no, like I said earlier, Imagination is taking Sospiro's spot, no hezi. For those who don't know basketball terminology, I mean no hesitation. Next one coming up is a fresh option that came out last year that I did talk about. That fragrance is Polo EDT 67 EDT. Catch me on a day I'm feeling confident and bold, I might take this over Imagination, but today ain't that day. I think I was too focused on like Polo apparel that I forgot that they actually had fragrances. And then I smelled this and then the EDP and I was like, oh, okay, y'all coming in with some pressure. It's vibrant, aquatic, woody, and masculine, so you can smell like a fresh man while being on the beach if you want. Honestly, thinking about it, the beach would probably be the best environment for a fragrance like this. Ghost. I mean, it just suits the occasion so well. With this, you won't come off like one of them carefree, sweaty men summer brings out. You finna be seen as a well put together masculine man. I also forgot to mention the projection on this is really good. Be careful where you wear it, because you might have women trying to hawk you down. And hell no, this isn't better than Imagination. This next fragrance coming up is coming from a very reliable fragrance house. I'm talking about Commodities Juice. Before I discovered Commodities Juice, I was really big on Commodities Milk, Milk Plus, Milk Negative. I used to wear it in high school. What stood out to me about Commodity was the price and quality that you were getting for a scent. You know, with Commodity, you really getting a bang for your buck. You know how typically names of fragrances don't really matter? Well, with these fragrances, you want to pay attention to the name because it's going to tell you what the fragrance is going to be like. Another thing that I like about Commodity is that they're really caring towards the customer. So for example, there's a Juice Negative. The whole purpose of the negative is to project enough for yourself. That's why it's called personal. Then there's Juice, which is expressive, then Juice Plus, which is bold, and those are self-explanatory. The projection just goes up and up from there. So there's a lot of thought behind making these fragrances, and I can appreciate it because I feel like a lot of fragrance companies will just throw it at you. You know what I mean? You need to cop this if you're going out the country this summer, because this gives off like a real vibey tropical island vibe. Everyone this summer is either gonna smell like dumpster juice, bland, or cheap. As great as this is, it's not beating Inspiration, bruh. It's just too far. Next fragrance is coming from the house of Rihanna Parfums. That fragrance is Coconut Nanas. I was in the comment section talking to somebody about Assad Zanzibar. I told them about how when I was a kid, I would hoard those coconut Girl Scout cookies for my entire family, just to let everybody know I don't play about my coconut, bro. I love it. The coconut alone could have made this fragrance good, but then you add apples to it, ooh, wee. They got me singing like Miss Officer from Lil Wayne. The scent is fruity, the epitome of tropical and smooth. The only downside to this fragrance is that the projection is slightly above average. Other than that, the longevity will last you up to 6 hours. This for surely can be worn casually. I used to wear this back in middle school, and I swear to God, the girls used to ask me what was I wearing. Obviously, I lied to them and told them something else. I don't need your stank ass boyfriend smelling like me, bruh. If you're a big fan of coconut and haven't smelled this, you need to go cop it now, bruh. You'll stand out from the crowd and smell mad good for $130. Trust me, it's worth it. Yes, this smells better than Inspiration, but the other Rihanna scent smells better. I'm talking about Apple Nanas. Come on, bruh. The combination of apples and bananas have been undefeated for a long time now, bruh. Back in middle school when I was a kid, I would swap between Coconut Nanas and this, but I always knew this was better. Look, both of the fragrances were smooth, but what made me think this was better was the fact that it was juicier and fruitier, which in all honesty gave the scent a better punch, you feel me? The longevity shouldn't even be in question, bruh. This would last me a whole school day in the Florida swampy heat. I ain't gonna lie, I'm so surprised how I did not run through this entire bottle. I mean, I was wearing it frequently, bruh. Maybe I should get back into Rihanna fragrances, but for now, you need to get on it, bruh. It's going to be your go-to scent for this summer, I guarantee it. Next fragrance coming up is Valentino's Green Stravaganza. How did I do that? It's been a minute since I dove into Valentino fragrances, but back then when I was on them heavy, they used to hit crazy, and I'm happy to see that nothing's changed. It's good to revisit this scent. I wore it last year and forgot all about it, probably because I was so invested in Camera, but it's still a great scent. It's a woody aroma, but just like Burberry EDT, it's not your typical average woody scent. It's vibrant and fresh. On the dry down, the vibrancy from the bergamot is toned down for the woodiness to be amped up. The projection of this will start out crazy, but then it will die down to something average. You may be thinking, what's the difference between this and Burberry Hero EDT? Well, this intends to make you smell fresh and woody, while Hero EDT is about smelling vibrant, woody, and spicy. Great scent, but not greater than apples and nanas. It's gonna be a tough one to beat. With this next fragrance, it's personally my favorite fragrance. I'm talking about Prada Sport EDT. Yep, I'm bringing back my favorite fresh fragrance. I can't lie, I missed it being on the channel. If you're new to the channel, I've been repping Prada Sport for a minute now, bruh. It's just too tough of a scent. I think I love it so much because it combines the fresh and gourmand world together and makes this vibrant freshness. Now thinking about it, bro, that probably explains my love for Art of Nature too. I know that's off topic, but it's just something to think about. Not only is this a different type of fresh scent, the longevity will last you up to 8 hours, and the projection, son, don't even get me started. If you rock with fresh aromas but don't want to smell like the typical fresh scent, you need to get this in your collection now, bro. It's $130. Also, not only can it be worn this summer, it just generally can be worn anywhere. Just overall a great fragrance that I think is better than apples and nanas, and yeah, it's taking that spot. Maybe you want more quantity while still getting that designer or niche fragrance quality. You should go check out my Latafa Fragrances Women Find Irresistible video.